Now, Karim, celebrities and Dr. Hauschka, talk to me. Who uses it? Who have you met?
Well, I think that for celebrities, it's really important to have something healthy on their face because they get made up so many times. So we have a big request when it comes to stars out of movies or singers. So I've met Jane Fonda, I've met Charlene of Monaco, I've met Paris Hilton, Rosario Dawson, I have met Natasha Bedingfield and Ronan Keating lately.
Jane
Australia.
Fonda. I'm in love with Jane Fonda. We were actually interviewing someone recently who has also interviewed her, and she's like 70-something years old
78 now?
And she's had all this plastic surgery, which looks amazing, which I think is where I'm going to go. What did you think of her?
Well, I love her because she's really genuine, and well, to put the cherry on the cake, really, she wrote my mom an email to say thank you for how she raised me. Can you believe this?
Are you serious?
No, I mean...
Isn't that beautiful?
No, she was just so genuine, so nice, and really interested, and...
she has amazing skin.
She has pretty amazing skin.
Age.
Yeah, absolutely. 78 years old. What I really like about her is her authenticity, really talking about what she did in the 70s and 80s, and that she could have probably, I mean, that she didn't need to do that, but she really is open about it, and I like that. Very authentic.
And anyone else that you...
Ronan Keating and Natasha Bedingfield just recently finished a tour in Germany with them.
Yeah.
And lovely. He is so lovely.
Yeah.
And Natasha, such a lovely personality. And I am very blessed to have the opportunity to represent Dr. Hauschka, but at the same time really spread the word of my art.
I wanted to ask you, because a lot of our readers and viewers, they write to me and they say, how can I get into the beauty industry? Can you tell us your story? How did you end up here sitting with me today?
Well, I'm definitely not one of those makeup artists who knew when I was 10 years old that I want to become a makeup artist, because in fact I didn't even know that it's a job title. I mean, I learned and trained in hair.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Germany, just outside Cologne, and I did some training in hair. Yeah, I became a hairdresser, and then inevitably just fell in love with makeup, and there I went. I went to New York.
What was the moment that you felt? Was it?
Well, I think the moment was when I used to work for the Body Shop, and they had this beautiful shop. And
did you meet Anita?
Yeah, of course, I worked with her.
How inspiring was she?
She was
she's
my hero.
Alive. It's a tragedy.
Well, 4 days before she died. I'm actually the last person who did her makeup 4 days before she died.
What an honor!
Yeah, I know. I really know. It was heartbreaking for me because she really influenced me, and she's my icon, and I will be forever grateful to her. And she's just wonderful.
She's inspired women around the globe to love themselves, love the body that they have, and love the skin they're in. And I just worship her for that.
Absolutely. And what a pioneer. And now Elisabeth Siegmund and Anita Roddick. I mean, and my mother. Can you believe it? 3, and now Renae. What else?
I love you.
Mission accomplished.
So you met me. Just keep talking about your story.
Well, then I started in a shop, and I worked in a body shop, and of course Anita met me quite early in my career, and she took me over to London. She educated me with all there is to be educated in. I mean, in terms of life, I was her makeup artist for many, many years, traveling with her. Had the opportunity to meet all these people, and
what a life. That was when you were saying earlier you were actually living in London.
Yeah, living in London, then in Brighton, then I moved to Athens, to Greece, my darling, our connection. And then she passed away, and I really, because I'm a Steiner pupil and I grew up on an organic fruit farm, my parents have a big organic fruit farm.
Steiner, for people who may not know, is a very organic, wholesome, non-conformative school that children can go to, and it really teaches a balanced, sort of organic, holistic view of life. Would
absolutely,
that be fair?
Absolutely. Nice description. I always struggle finding the right words in like 2 minutes.
There's an energy and an electricity in a life about Athens that can change your life. Agreed?
And it really did. I mean, like, I wouldn't be here now if it wouldn't be for Athens or my husband or
And where did Dr. Hauschka find you?
Well, I moved back to Germany. My father had a really good contact to actually Dr. Hauschka, and I mean, some person who works there, and well, I had the chance to just drop my CV, and they invited me, and it was the perfect match. And now here I am.
And how many years have you been there?
5 years. I mean, almost 6 years, since 2012.
And just give us a little insight into your life, because it sounds pretty amazing. So you travel the world talking to people like me. And
42 countries. I've been to 28 countries this year.
28 this year, and it's only August.
I know. Your summer, your winter, my summer. I don't even know which season.
How does your partner cope with that?
He doesn't.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
How do you cope with that?
I really love it, and I think it's the recipe for a successful relationship to
not to be there,
be apart and then find yourself again, and it's all about butterflies. And I really love my job, and I look at it as a huge blessing for me to be able to travel the world, and I have
so
some
lucky.
exciting trips ahead. So the whole of August, the whole of September, I'm going to be in the US, and then it's Europe.
And I want to ask you a personal question, is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm really interested in this long distance relationship, because I know a lot of my girls watching out there will be. How often do you talk on the phone when you're apart? Or how do you communicate? Like lots of texting?
5 times a day, probably.
Really?
Yeah, every single day. So people find it quite awkward when they meet me for the first time that I'm constantly like on the phone with Christos. But on the other side, I really think that what's the point otherwise? I mean, why would you have a relationship if you don't communicate?
Yes.
Things to FaceTime and
Yes.
Skype and all of
Yes.
this, I really love it. Now with the Australian time difference, it's slightly tricky,
Yes,
but I wake him up when I go to bed and he wakes me up when he goes to bed. So it's like we have our rhythm.
Well, you are inspiring on so many levels,
you.
as is the wonderful Dr. Hauschka brand.
Thank
I'm
you.
so excited and honoured to have had you here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Renae.